Well, good evening. My name is Angela Sargent, and I am the Center Director for the Dexter Wellness Center. I would like to welcome each and every one of you to this special event. This event culminates more than a year of planning, construction, and anticipation for the realization of this vision for the Dexter Wellness Center. The Dexter Wellness Center takes a medically integrated approach to health and wellness. From the moment the members step into our facility, we guide them through a detailed review of their health history and perform a comprehensive and personalized fitness assessment by our degreed and certified fitness professionals. We also work collaboratively with local physicians and healthcare providers. In addition to having the Dexter Wellness Center here, we also have the addition of Michigan Rehabilitation Specialist, and it's a perfect partnership to allow patients in their facility to transition into membership here at the Dexter Wellness Center. This evening, you will be able to tour our state-of-the-art facility and learn about all of our many offerings available. In addition, you'll hear from representatives from the Foundation, the Dexter Coalition, A.R. Brower, and also the Village of Dexter. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Jeff Hardcastle, the chairman of the Chelsea Area Wellness Foundation, to the podium.
Thanks, Angela. Can everybody hear me at this point? As she said, I've been the board chair. I'm in the middle of a 2-year term as the board chair of the Chelsea Wellness Foundation. And it's been my distinct pleasure to be involved at the board level in terms of getting the center up and running. And I'd like to start by recognizing quite a few people who've been very instrumental in bringing us to this day, starting with the one individual who probably had the vision for this center for the longest period of time and was an instrumental partner for the foundation in the conceptualization, construction, and the preparation for opening of the center. And that would be Steve Brower, with Steve Brower and Associates right over here on my left. I'd like to give Steve a great big hand. I think you've seen this for years being here, and it's got to be really gratifying to see it here now. You've been a great partner to help us get us to this point. I'd also like to recognize the board of the Chelsea Wellness Foundation. We have quite a few of our members here. If those that are here can raise their hand and let everybody see where you're at. Specifically, Judy Nold, who is our first board chair through our first 3 years of existence, is over in the corner there by Amy. Amy Hyloff, who's done an excellent job in 4 years as our executive director. Amy's right there in the green dress. And beginning next year, Larry Kobler will be succeeding me, and we'll have a Dexter resident as board chair. Larry, where are you at? Over here. So we'll turn how well the center does over to your responsibilities beginning next year. Also would like to recognize some folks from the Dexter Village leadership. They've been very helpful and supportive of what we tried to accomplish here. Allison Bishop, Donna Detling, and Shawn Kehoe are all here, and we'll hear from Shawn a little bit later on. We'd like to express our appreciation to the Dexter Village leadership for their help to getting us to this point. So thank you very much. One other group that's a key player for us is a company called Power Wellness, based out of Addison, Illinois. And they have been a partner for the Chelsea Community Hospital in operating the Wellness Center in Chelsea since 2001, I think, and do an excellent job. It's a professional management company specializing in operational wellness centers. They've helped us quite a bit in getting new centers going in Stockbridge and in Manchester over the last couple of years, which has been kind of a creative way to try and provide these same kinds of services and facilities to small communities. And they are the management partner that's helping us get the Dexter Center up and running. So I'd like to give Power a real round of applause and express our appreciation to them. Okay. I have been a resident of Chelsea's. My wife and I have been in Chelsea since '84. And in 2001, I was asked to serve on the hospital board. And I'd always heard about the Chelsea Community Hospital. I knew it was nonprofit, but I never really knew what the ownership structure was. And as I got on the board, I was really fascinated to find out that nobody owned the Chelsea Community Hospital. It's been a community-owned hospital since the 70s, and that really means that there were no stockholders. It was owned by the community. And where that's relevant to today is that the Chelsea Wellness Foundation is the product of the merger that occurred between the Chelsea Community Hospital and St. Joseph's Mercy Health System in Trinity. And through that merger, all the efforts of many, many residents from this greater area, the Chelsea, Dexter, Stockbridge area, were recognized by St. Joe's in the form of a huge endowment that was left for the community. It was a $25 million endowment that was left as part of that merger, which was then used to form the Chelsea Wellness Foundation. And not only that, but they also gave us the Chelsea Wellness Center that had been built several years before. And that's kind of what launched the foundation on the track that we're on, where we're trying to use the endowment funds to foster grassroots level commitments and programs within each of the 5 communities, and also to provide these wellness centers as facilities and home bases for wellness related activities and for those residents that want to participate in those. So I really want to recognize, going back 30 years, all the efforts of everyone who contributed both to the Chelsea Community Hospital and more recently to St. Joe's, because they really went well beyond the balance sheet and the P&L statement and did a very nice job recognizing and kind of solidifying all the work that went on for 20 or 30 years, and a $25 million endowment for a service area that only includes 50,000 people is very unique and has created a lot of opportunities for these 5 communities to do things in wellness that are very difficult to do without those kinds of resources. So I think Susan is here from St. Joe's. She might be the only St. Joe's representative here. And Susan's on our board, and you can take the adulation from all of us for the job that St. Joe's has done in helping us get these things going in this community. That was my Marco Rubio moment there. So the Chelsea Wellness Foundation, the wellness centers are a big part of what we're doing, but another key component of that is our coalition programs. And we have got community coalitions established and running now for 2 years. They're grassroots organizations unique to each community. And that's our other primary vehicle for trying to achieve our mission of wellness in these 5 communities. And we'll talk a little bit more later on. You'll hear from some of the representatives from the Dexter Coalition. We have a very good group in Dexter that's moving into their 2nd year of operation. And one of our big goals is to make sure that this center can serve as a hub and a base for that group's activities in trying to springboard off of the physical facility into a lot of interventions and programs in the Dexter community that will help raise levels of wellness and wellness opportunities. Since we've been in business 4 years now, the Wellness Foundation, we've invested $2.7 million already in direct interventions in the communities and have got over 180 active coalition members in the 5 communities. We have the 4 centers now operating as of June 1st in terms of wellness activities, and we're just in our 4th year. So it's been a very good start. We've got a lot of people that have been dedicated and putting a lot of effort into it, and we're hoping that this center can really help spark even further levels of participation and activity in Dexter. So absent any other questions or updates, Amy, is there anything else that you feel like we should tell them from a foundation level? Okay, sounds good. Thanks everybody and have a good time tonight.
Thank you, Jeff. I would like to now invite Shirley Bitters and Brett Patterson from the Dexter Coalition to the podium.
Thank you, Angela. During my lengthy career as a Dexter High School teacher, I created many courses for my students and for our department. Among them was a class called Health and Wellness. And that class is now a graduation requirement in the state of Michigan for all students that finish high school. So when students arrived in class at the beginning, I would proudly say to them, I'm so glad you've decided to take one of the 2 most important classes of your high school career. And they would kind of look around and some would roll their eyes and some would kind of go, those audible groans, and some would suggest other ideas that they might have. So the room would fall silent and I would add, if you don't believe me, I want you to ask someone who has lost their ability to walk, who has a hard time breathing, or who's been diagnosed with cancer. Usually that statement, following silence, helped them understand my perspective from the many years that I've been, teaching and have been on this earth, that of course, they don't have that perspective. It's so exciting to be here today for this grand opening of the Wellness Center. I can't tell you, how nice it's been for the coalition to start some projects, and we'll be able to encourage community members of all ages, which is what I think is so exciting, to move more, eat better, avoid unhealthy substances, and build meaningful relationships so that they might enjoy all the benefits of great health. Without it, does anything else really matter? I think not. Now I'd like to introduce my co-leader of our Dexter Wellness Coalition, Brett Patterson. Thank you.
My name is Brett Patterson, and I am here representing the coalition. And with the construction of the Wellness Center, it actually takes me back to my childhood. My father, who is present here, was a professor in the Health and Physical Education Department at Eastern Michigan University for 37 years. To say that health and fitness was important in our family would be an understatement. Most kids had swings in their background. We had pull-up bars and climbing ropes. So, one of the unique features of my childhood was that we had a membership to the EMU Rec Center. And I always look back in a very fond fashion in going to the rec center with my dad, with my mom, and instilling a value system that health and fitness was really, really important. And when I think about the introduction of the Wellness Center to Dexter, I have a really strong feeling that there are going to be a lot of families that are going to be having that same experience and developing those same values that I now really treasure. And I think that's really exciting to me when I think of families coming here and having such a positive experience. From an administrative standpoint, I'm an assistant principal up at Mill Creek Middle School. We are very excited with the opportunity for our students to have a very safe and positive place to come to after school. And there's a lot of positive buzz up at Mill Creek and at the high school about our students having this unique opportunity right almost on campus. With that being said, and being part of the Dexter Coalition, we are beyond thrilled with the idea of the Wellness Center, and our objective is very clear. We want Dexter not only to be known for great schools and beautiful countryside and that small town charm, but also the amazing lifestyles that we enable our residents to have. And I think that this Wellness Center is really going to be a keystone and a foundation for that to happen. So we are so thankful for all the parties that came together to make this happen, and we're just really proud to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shirley and Brett. I would like to now invite Steve Brower, president of AR Brower.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the team members who were involved in building the Dexter Wellness Center. First, there are the building owners, DWC Investments, for their willingness to stay the course through the recession and still invest in this project. They began with a concept in 2006, purchased the property in 2007, were delayed by the recession 2008 through 2011, completely redesigned the building to reach an agreement with Chelsea Wellness Foundation in 2012 and finished the project in 2013. So I think it's safe to say that things didn't go exactly according to our original plan. Next, the Chelsea Wellness Foundation, including Amy Heidloff, who Jeff already pointed out, the executive director, her staff, who are also here, the board of directors, and the management company, their management company, Power Wellness, for their vision and cooperation in bringing this family wellness center to Dexter. The village of Dexter, Washtenaw County, and the state of Michigan also played important roles in this project. We work closely with village staff members Allison Bishop and Donna Detling, the DDA, the Planning Commission, the Village Council, the DPW, and the Fire Department to obtain the necessary village approvals and inspections. Ron Baker and the staff at the Washtenaw County Building Department were also a pleasure to work with. They performed the various building inspections in a very timely and efficient manner. Washtenaw County and the state of Michigan were both involved in approving the tax increment financing that was a key part in making this project a reality. The subcontractors who worked on the project were also equally vital team members. We diligently worked together in cooperation with Ray Melvin, our project superintendent. They completed this wonderful facility in 9 months, 2 months ahead of schedule. A conscious effort was made to hire contractors who live or work in the 5 healthy communities that Chelsea Wellness Foundation serves. They include Top Grade Excavating, Iron Creek Contractors, G Farms, Cook Masonry, Conquest Construction, Doors and Drawers, Bloom Roofing, Milliken Plastering, Tanner Supply, Wolverine Moore Glass, PPC Solutions, Mastercraft Plumbing, and Hop Electric. The quality of this facility is a direct result of the pride these local companies, the other subcontractors, and all the tradesmen took in their work. To commemorate that tremendous effort, each firm's name is listed on a memorial plaque in the vestibule, which is right out here behind you. The Air Brower Company staff involved in this project included Ray Melvin, Mary Kay LaFontaine, Ingrid Knopf-Ziegler, Ron Weber, and Gary Watkins. They each made major contributions to the construction effort. Finally, I'd like to thank my mom for her support by being the first member. Moms are great, and you can always count on them, so it was always nice to have her support as well. But this all brings us to today's event, which is really about the greater Dexter community, the residents who have already become members, and those who plan to join. The facility and the Chelsea Wellness Foundation are here to help serve your health and wellness needs. The equipment is installed, the programs are planned, and the staff is eager to assist you in reaching your current goals and establishing new ones. So please use the Dexter Wellness Center often, and by doing so, join the team striving to make Dexter the healthiest community in Michigan.
Thank you, Steve. And I'd like to finally invite Shawn Kehoe, Village of Dexter President.
Thank you, Angela. It's always tough to follow 4 speakers when you're 5th on the list. I promise to try and keep my portion short. It's an honor to be invited to be part of the grand opening ceremony. This is a tremendous facility, and I look forward to walking around with all of you and seeing each of the areas. I probably should have worn shorts. On behalf of the entire Village Council, I want to thank the Chelsea Area Wellness Foundation and its board members for their investment in Dexter. This new facility will have a very positive impact economically here in Dexter. This investment, along with the pharmacy building that was constructed a couple years ago and the 3rd building that was approved just last night, creates increased tax dollars on property that needed to be redeveloped. I mentioned at the groundbreaking ceremony last August that the investment that is happening in Dexter is incredible. It can be seen everywhere. It's noticeable no matter how you enter or leave our village. This investment will undoubtedly create many new jobs, and we are very thankful for that and your choice in bringing this tremendous complex to the village. But this investment is not just about tax dollars. It is more special than that because it continues the effort by the Dexter Wellness Coalition to create healthy destinations in our community and healthy lifestyles. It encourages healthy choices for the people of Dexter and the community that surround us. It sets a good example for our children and encourages them to be active and remain active. We are truly blessed to have this community and to have new parks, new walking trails, and facilities such as this one to help reinforce these ideas. I would like to also thank the Dexter Downtown Development Authority for their financial contribution to the project. Steve mentioned the tax increment financing. They chose to invest in this project, and I think it was a very wise decision. I would like to thank and recognize all of the village staff, all of the village council, all the boards, commissions, Parks Commission, or Planning Commission for all of their input, patience, time, in reviewing not just these plans, but the standards prior to those that have made this such a high-quality facility. It truly looks great, from landscaping to the bricks and mortar to the pavement that we walked in on. And last but not least, I would like to thank the folks at A.R. Brower, and especially Steve Brower, for his professionalism throughout the planning, design, and construction. Steve has a rare blend of focusing on the big picture, but always takes the time to make sure the details are correct. He worked very closely to make sure that the residents around this community that live close to it are satisfied to the details with lighting and sound and noise. It's always tough when you have a new facility right next door. So Steve, I want to know I appreciate that very much. I will conclude by saying congratulations to everyone involved. Thank you again for choosing Dexter as the location for this great facility. Thanks.